Like, you're raising so many weird questions of, like, robotic morality or something like that. I don't get it.
Yes.
How can it be a person? It's not. Like, that's the thing, because WALL-E was a whole different thing, where WALL-E wasn't alive. Really? He had just been active for so long that he developed, like, personality, like, quirks that could be construed as being a personality.
Yes.
That's actually, like, a minor detail in, Star Wars that I really like, is it stated that after a while, like, astromech droids, which is R2-D2, will develop programming glitches and quirks to their behavior to where it seems like, oh, they have a personality. That's why it's recommended that droids get memory wiped frequently so that they don't... so that they follow orders, basically. So that they don't, like, you know...
You can install updates.
Start doing their thing. Their own thing. What's the next one? I think it is
start
Moth.
thinking that every time Safari won't launch, you're like, oh, you.
Yeah.
No, it's just not working. I'm just kidding. Nobody uses Safari.
No one. Yeah, he's a Moth.
It's a Moth.
So that's the thing. Like, there is a difference between, like, because in this it's like Reploids just have free will, like, period. But like, there is still like the WALL-E thing of like, oh, he's not a person. He clearly doesn't have free will. And, like, neither does Eva, really. She's just a lot more advanced.
Oh god, his head.
yeah. Oh, it's terrifying. Also, look at this. This is a fucking junkyard. Which,
full of just corpses.
Which implies that, like, is not that the most fucked up thing?
Well, that's like, I always said, like, us enjoying the fall colors when the leaves change is like aliens going through a human graveyard and being like, it's
oh,
beautiful.
It's pretty.
Isn't this pretty?
Yeah.
Like, those are cadavers.
It's really messed up when you think about it, which you shouldn't.
But it is pretty.
Ah, fuck.
Work.
But, like, again, it's that argument of, like, if you can't tell the difference, then is there one? It's the Swamp Man argument, but kind of not really. The Swamp Man philosophical thought experiment is, let's say Alex Jones is walking through a swamp and gets struck by lightning and falls dead. And in that exact same instantaneous moment, check out this... No, not this one. Later on. In that exact same instantaneous moment, some bullshit happens to where an exact replica of Alex Jones just pops up in, like, the other part of the swamp, and he's an exact molecule, perfect, like, down to the atom, identical to the original Alex Jones, and he has all of Alex Jones's memories up until that point, and then he then leaves the swamp and goes to Alex Jones's job and talks to Alex Jones's friends, but he is not Alex Jones, he is Swamp Man. And the idea, like, the argument is such that if there is no visibly evident difference that you can point to and recognize, and if Swamp Man doesn't know that there's a difference, then is there one? And the original argument is that, yes, there would still be a difference. It's still not Alex Jones, it is Swamp Man. And then someone's response to that was, says what? Why are you saying that there would be, like, what is your basis for that? Like, you're just saying, like, no, there is a difference, and it's like, well, what is it then? You're just expecting us to take it as a given. That, like, the difference between the original person and the exact molecule by molecule fucking replication that has all the same memories. How did that not kill me?
That's a good question.
It's Spikes. That has all the same memories and thinks that it's the same person and has the same relationship and there's no fucking difference whatsoever. How can you say that?
When someone gives a definitive answer to a philosophical question.
Yeah,
and they're just like, yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to give more than that.
Yeah, you have to actually, like, well, what is your foundation for this? That doesn't make any sense.
We've only been thinking about this very question since Diogenes. You really should provide more than just, yeah.
Yeah. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. So, like, Wall-E, for example, isn't sapient? But if you can't tell the difference, then who's to say there's a difference, right?
Are you insulting Wall-E?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Are you insulting Wall-E, my friend?
He's not true artificial intelligence. He wasn't designed to be able to learn and, like, alter his own programming. But there's clearly some bullshit going on.
I mean, we don't understand it fully.
That's, like, it took him, like, what was the timeline in Wall-E? Like,
I forget, long fucking time.
Like 100,000 years or something like that,
long.
10,000 years, something like that.
Yeah.
It took him that long for a literal trash compactor to develop quirks and programming glitches that could be construed as being a personality.
It took him that long to go, I like lighters.
Yeah. Or and Hello Dolly.
Yeah. I do like, you know, the concept they started with was like Earth has been abandoned, but they accidentally left one robot on.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I do like the idea of, like, it's just a robot, but he's just been on so long that at this point, it's like,
yeah,
what would happen if you went back and found this little guy that you left on 10,000 years ago?
Yeah. If,
He's
like,
still doing his job.
Because the idea is, like, there was a Wall-E tie-in game for the, like, late PS2, early PS3 gen of games. So this is why the Moth... What's his name? Morph Moth. That's a stupid name. Morph Moth. This is why Morph Moth is kind of disappointing.
It's like something actors say
he's like,
before they go on stage to warm up their instrument. Morph Moth. Yellow leather, red
Morph
leather,
Moth.
yellow leather, red leather.
Like, he's just a Metapod here. And it's kind of just, like, half the fight is him just being Metapod.
Him hardening.
And then halfway through, he's fucking dead already. Now, all of a sudden, he's a moth.
A moth.
Well, how cute he is, though. He's a moth boy.
Well, do moths have cocoons?
No, that's why it's stupid.
I didn't think so.
That's why he's Morph Moth.
Morph Moth. Well, just make him a fucking butterfly then.
No, he's a moth.
No, that'd be gay.
Oh.
It's not gay. It's Scottish.
It's not gay.
It's not Scottish, it's Irish. Or no, it's not Irish, it's Scottish. Well, aren't you Irish? Yeah, but I'm not gay.
Look, okay. In the tie-in game for Wall-E for, like, the PS2 and Xbox 360, like, that era, the first level is Wall-E coming off of the factory line, and there's, like, hundreds of thousands of other Wall-Es. And they're, like, watching the ship take off. And they've all been left behind to, like, clean up the planet now that humanity is gone. And it's, like, the first day on the job, where he clearly doesn't have, like, a personality at all, and he's just following his autonomous programming. And then, like, the first dust storm happens, and, like, time passes. And then eventually, however much long later, all the other Wall-Es are fucking gone, and, like, broken. And he, like, scavenges their corpses.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
Again, like, the morality of robots.
Yeah. Like, oh, I could use your eyes later if mine break.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
I'll just collect them in my little trailer here, my use storage.
But I did like that, where you see the first day of Wall-E's existence. And then flash forward, and it's like, you can kind of see, like, because the idea is they're supposed to be self-sufficient to a degree, because they, like, a suggestion of the... the suggestion of the game, at least, seemed to be that... That did nothing. What the fuck does this do? Oh, okay. I don't know what this does.
S-burner.
Okay, maybe... No. Okay. The suggestion is, like, because they were left on planet Earth in order to, like, clean up the planet while humanity was away, they had to be able to, like, function independently without maintenance, without routine maintenance or oversight. So, it does make sense that given enough time, they would eventually be able to, like, I'm gonna listen to some music.
Yeah, I like show tunes.
I mean, they built him with a fucking cassette player for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why they installed that.
Well, he probably did it, so he probably found it. I think I like show tunes.
I'm gonna listen to some Hello Dolly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna collect a fork.
I like Sporks.
Yeah,
God,
but like,
I fucking love that movie. It's so
yeah,
cute.
stuff like that is what's really fun to think about when it comes to robots. Like, the idea of, like... Fucking yeah! The idea of, like, we created something, and then without, like, thinking about what might have happened, like, you know, the consequences were such beyond what anyone could have reasonably predicted.
We made that thing and then just left it alone for 10,000 years, and then we go back and visit it, and it's like, oh shit, it likes sporks and show tunes and stuff. That scene where Wally collects his spork and then goes to put it away, and there's...
And put it with the either the forks or the spoons, and he doesn't know.
No, I'll just put it in the middle.
Yeah. I was like,
Love that movie.
no!
Nice.
Yeah.
You like Rubik's Cubes.
And then even Eva has like a little bit of a personality where it's like she gets dropped off and like starts following her autonomous programming, but then the instant the ship's gone, she's like, yeah! She's like, yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that shit.
Fuck it. Look, a cockroach. I almost killed it.
Yeah, but don't worry, cockroaches, they don't give a shit. Cockroaches don't give a fuck.
Nope. Love that movie.
Survived fucking nukes. I don't fucking care. Oh, well, I already killed all the X-Hunters, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so... So which Reploids are people and which are just Wally?
Yes. Wow.
Like, because the Maverick Hunters... okay, that's the other thing, is... Someone suggested, like, okay, let's say when they're making the Reploids, they just come off the factory line as just people. Right? It's just like a dude. Like, imagine X, but taller. Because X is probably like 5'2" or something like that.
He's small.
I'm sure that actually does say what his height is.
Yeah, but it's probably fucking weird. Wasn't it like 6?
I don't fucking know.
And 500 pounds or something?
That was Armored Armadillo.
Oh.
Okay, I already got it. Cool. Yeah, imagine just like... Because they reverse engineered X, so imagine just like X, but taller.
Yeah.
And green.
Like
green bike...
vegetable, only smarter.
Like green biker dude.
Yes.
They all, for the most part, generic Reploids. Like, off the factory line Reploids all probably just look like green biker dude. But then, they're robots. So they could probably just, like, shove some new parts onto themselves and, like, customize
Fuck it.
and stuff like that. So someone suggested, like, was Chill Penguin just, like, a normal-ass fucking Reploid, and he decided, like, I want to be a penguin.
Yeah.
And just bought
Mix
some
and match the
parts
yeah.
and,
Went
like,
to
just
Best Buy.
like, went and got some plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Like, making me a penguin. And it's like, oh no. Are all the Mavericks that we fight in Mega Man X the robot version of furries?
Apparently.
Oh
they couldn't be more
no.
obvious. Well, that, you know, because then I thought, like, since you mentioned the squirrels, it's like, did the Mavericks build robots that didn't have sentience specifically to do jobs like that?
Yeah, like, it's clearly suggested...
And what does that mean?
It's clearly suggested that at some point, like, there's no human oversight into this anymore, and that is something I'm going to talk about in more detail later on, because that's one of the most interesting parts about the X series as it goes on. Jesus Christ, I'm taking no damage. This is bad.
This is B shit.
I feel really bad for playing this on rookie mode now all of a
B-shit.
sudden. But also, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so... fine.
We'll be here a lot longer. If
Yeah, to be honest. Like, what would it add?
Yeah.
To what benefit would we stand to gain if I played it on not a Rookie Hunter mode?
What were you saying?
It's like, you know, like, because car factories in our world are just made by robots.
Yeah.
And, like, there's, like, 3 dudes there to make sure the robots don't break, right?
Yeah.
So, like, surely. So here's part 2 of what the fuck is the helmet upgrade gonna do. We'll modify your radar optics. It uses some energy. And we'll be able to see objects you could not see before. Good luck, Megaman. Just straight up, not even X,
Yeah,
just
no,
Megaman.
No,
Just straight up
consistency.
Megaman. So part 2 of what the fuck's the helmet gonna do? It actually looks better than the first one, to be honest. Is, it's gonna find hidden walls that you can actually, like, walk through, so that you can find collectibles and shit. Somehow, even more worthless than the last one.
Then the head bonk thing.
Somehow, even more worthless than headbutts that you use twice in the entire fucking game.
Can you imagine?
Can you even imagine such a thing? Yeah, like the bats. So like in our world, fucking, you know, car factories and shit like that are all automated. So surely, it must be the same in Reploid factories. Like, we just went to at least 2 Reploid factories. What? I don't... What?
Huh?
Fuck off, bats! I don't get it. Oh, what the fuck does this weapon do?
What the fuck?
What is happening in this game? Is that it? Is that what the thing was pointing me at? God damn, this game's weird. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Whoop. Jesus Christ, let me finish my fucking thought. So surely, like, the factories, which we've seen, we saw the Reploid factory at the beginning of the game in the opening stage, and then, like, there was another one. Someone else's stage is sort of a factory. Whatever. One of them's a junkyard, for fuck's sake. So surely, like, the process of making new Reploids is, to a degree, automated by other Reploids.
Yeah.
So maybe it is Reploids who are making, like, the fucking squirrel robots who you would have to think aren't actual, like, living beings. Like, they're just tools.
And that raises all kinds of issues.
Weird moral dilemmas. Yeah, it's very bizarre. This is always, like they're making, like, the robot version of Pets, I guess, maybe?
Yeah, the movie Pets?
The Secret Life of Pets? Is this your weakness? It doesn't seem to be doing more damage. It's this fucking snail, by the way.
By the by.
His name is Duff McWhalen, by the way.
When you fight Duff McWhalen?
When you fight Duff McWhalen. His name is Duff McWhalen. His name is Duff McWhalen! Jesus Christ, this boss sucks. I'm, like, sucking so bad at this.
Sucking big balls.
See, like, what would be gained? I would just be dying.
Yeah.
I would just be dying, and it would take
start
even
over.
longer to finish the game.
Yeah. I mean, Let's Plays aren't about playing the actual game. Come on now.
Obviously. The fuck, dude!
Out.
How are you not weak to this?
Watch out. Watch out.
God damn it. It's It's just annoying.
Just toy with my balls.
You
just
took
a
my
little bit.
son, now you want my life? God damn it. Stop hitting me.
Where my girls at? Oh shit, seriously, where are my girls at? I
Stop.
went to the American Doll store and I've lost my girls at.
Jesus ass. His supposed weakness is not doing any extra damage. I hate this guy. Set right now. Look at how little damage I have done to him using exclusively his supposed weakness. You done?
Even in rookie mode, you're still
You done?
lower than him.
Fucking asshole. God damn it! So, like, here's the thing. Like, most of the X games are not very good. I would define this as not a very good game, to be honest with you. That first game's like my favorite game of all time. None of the other X games are particularly well done. Like, 4 is probably the only other one that, like, even comes close. Please stop. That's the thing, like, most Mega Man games kinda suck.
Yeah.
Like, everyone respects the original one, but I don't think anyone is under the delusion that it's a good game. Like the original NES one. 2, everyone's like, yeah, that's a good game. Oh god, Zawarudo.
Oh.
Everyone's like, yeah, 2's a good game. But then everyone's like, 3 wasn't the best. What's that Bruntelfloss song that's like... 3 and 4 and 5 were okay, but 7 sucked big dinosaur balls. Like, that's the weird thing. Everyone loves Mega Man. Most of the games aren't that great. Most of them aren't that great, people.
Yeah.
Like, you can't lie to me and tell me you think Mega Man 5 is a great game.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't stand there and tell me Mega Man 5 is phenomenal.
Don't soothe me with sweet, sweet lies.
Okay? Stop hating on Sonic. Anyway. Yeah, I like the idea of, like, Flame Stag made a bunch of little fire squirrels, and they were just his little buddies.
He's in his workshop with the screwdrivers, and yeah. Nice claws.
Yeah, I mean, if they're robots, so they must have, like, at least their own blueprints
skills,
internal.
yeah.
So they, like, it kind of has to be assumed that they would have a degree of mechanical proficiency. So yeah, I could see Flame Stag making, like, a bunch of little flame-flying squirrels and being like, they're my buddies.
He's my friend.
There were only, like, 3 during that stage.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to make a Mega Man X2 anime, you could have just Flame Stag and a little flying squirrel dude riding his shoulder.
Yeah.
So here's the Wicked Witch of the West's crystal ball that the X-Hunters were looking at the beginning of the game. Oh god, this fucking level has like the worst fucking collectible in the entire fucking game. I remember this shit.
Fucking.
God damn, this is so frustrating. Okay. God damn it! Yep, now I can't get up there. I cannot get up there now. Okay. Whew. That was a lot harder than I remember it being. No, wait. I remember that being a lot harder than it was.
It was easier than I remember.
Thank you. Yeah, like you can see how like small version of me rented this game as a kid, and it was like, this isn't fun.
Sucks.
This isn't as fun. I don't like it. I did that with 3. Also rented it. I was like, not great. 3 is fucking extremely difficult, actually.
Whoa.
Okay, are you ready for some Mode 7 graphics? Aw, yeah!
Oh shit.
Mode 7, bitch. Have fun fighting this mini-boss where you only can do damage to them by hitting the hilt. If you hit the blade, it does not do any damage whatsoever. Fuck off. See? Look at that.
Thank you, Super Effects Chip.
Mode 7, bitch.
So the things. Whenever there are 3D graphics.
2D games. Yeah.
Like Mode 7, like that's not what that is.
Shut up.
Mode 7 is the background.
No, it's funny though. Vector graphics. Okay, I think it's this one. You can not get seen on the way down, or it fucks you up. I don't remember. Okay, I didn't play this game very much.
Spotted?
Oh no, it's just a fucking X.
You think maybe
it doesn't even
destroying
matter.
the
It didn't even
searchlights
matter.
on Zonus triggers some kind of alarm.
Yeah, no one goes
destroyed.
like, hey, we're losing a bunch of searchlights.
No, it's fine. They weren't set off. It's fine.
It's fine.
They're just all failing in sequential order.
Look,
At about the time it would take Star Fox to destroy
don't
all.
worry about it, okay? You're making a lot of fuss.
right now. I'm pretty much done with fuss.
Jesus Christ, why am I even playing this game? This is ridiculous. But like, look at what the difference is if I turn it off. Like now I'm like lost like 5% of my total health because he touched me.
Yeah.
Which I always hate contact damage in any game. I hate that shit. I took damage because you made physical contact
I'm more
with me.
dead now.
That's fucking so stupid.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Like, what is the implication of that?
Simon Belmont's world, what killed him? The fucking floor?
The grass! He falls slightly off screen. What are you weak to, this one? Oh, you fucking Naruto asshole. What the fuck? These boss weaknesses make no sense!
Naruto. Coming this fall.
What the fuck? Oh god.
I mean, of course he doesn't give a shit, because he's just some guy reading a thing on a piece of paper, but you think someone involved with the show would have gone, actually it's pronounced Naruto? Or Naruto?
Why isn't it... Oh. I did these totally backwards. That's the reason.
Well, there's your problem.
I was supposed to do this guy and then Crystal Snail. Crystal Snail is weak to Magna Centipede. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. There. Now I'm doing it right. Oh, I broke his tail. This bitch.
Ugh.
Look at him, he thinks he's a ninja.
Ninjago.
Jogo. Oh, you fucking asshole. Look at that shit. I think this weapon has, like, different graphics for what the trash is depending on what level you're on, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. Why are you a ninja and a centipede?
SPO. You're not even a centipede, you're just like a...
Oh, I killed his tail.
Caterpillar. Yeah, I mean, even with his tail, he's like a caterpillar.
Yeah, he doesn't have 100 legs, that's kind of the whole thing.
It's closer to a millipede, I guess.
Capcom, you don't know what things are.
You don't know what things are. Centipedes are lots of legs. Millipede is just a stick with a couple legs.
We're not... Yeah. It took them until the very last game that we're gonna do as part of this to get a Fox boss. To get a Fox...
And that's why...
A Fox Fox Maverick.
That's why it's the last one we're gonna do. We have to do the Fox Tail.
Actually, arguably, it's not even a Maverick. That's one of the things.
It's a Marvick.
That's one of the things.
Just throw it.
So there's a weird, like... So this game doesn't really go into it, because it's more about, like, the resurrection of Zero.
Of our Lord and Savior Zero?
Yes. They keep, like the X-Hunters are like, yeah, we're bringing Zero back to life. And Dr. Kane's like, oh, we have his control chip. They need that to bring his Zero back to life. And you're sitting there going, like, was this always an option? What the fuck?
What the fork?
What? What has happened? More Mocket body upgrade. I missed out on that. Doctor. No, actually, I almost said Dr. Light. Megaman X, I've located the X-Hunter's base. It's at grid location 00. That's right. The North Pole. Okay. Roger, Dr. Light. Yeah, like, it's always that interesting thing where they're, like, trying to figure out their identity.
Yeah.
And don't really know what they're doing yet.
Still working on it.
Still trying to suss things out. It'll take more time to reactivate Zero. I still don't...
Explain!
What is to be lost if Zero died in the first place? Why were we supposed to care that he died? I at least need to get... God damn it. I need to look up a guide on how to get the stuff. Item checklist, okay. Okay, I'll try this one more time. This doesn't tell me how to get them. God, this guide is awful. Here, hold buttons.
Gotta put in a cheat code.
And do a thing. It looks so weird with X running around with, like, the arm, leg, and helmet, but not the body. Doesn't that look fucking really bizarre?
It's gotta be one of those fucking GTA cheat codes that's 8,000 buttons long.
Yeah.
Like San Andreas.
Just stand there, like, walking in a circle.
Yeah, punching.
And jumping.
Pulling out your gun, putting it back. Surprised there isn't a Vine of that. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Oh, that nigga put it in the cheat code.
Yeah! Oh, and I didn't even die! Oh, I did.